my gosh, I'm literally so excited. You are coming with me. Hey girlies, it has been a minute since I've been on here to give you guys a little bit of a rundown on the bookcase situation. I have had that bookcase that my husband made for me for a while, and originally it was totally fine. I didn't really have that many books to begin with. Perfect for honestly like a year and a half. Beginning of this year is when it really started to just get way too packed, to a point where I had to use other bookcases, bedside tables. Like, I have my books everywhere right now. I just felt like it was the perfect time to switch over and get actual big bookcases that I could put all my books in. I really wanted to have them in the living room because that's where I do most of my reading anyways. Right now they're in my husband's office. That's not even really the place that I normally read. I usually read in the living room, so I'm excited to have them in there. I'm actually leaving to go on a girls trip with some of my friends from Bookstagram and BookTube. All the content will be up by the time I post this, so Allie Michelle Bookshelf is my @ on all my platforms. I'm so excited. I'm a little bit nervous. Two of the girls that we're going on the trip with I've never met. I have really high hopes that I'm gonna like them though, because I already like them. I just haven't met them in person yet, so you never really know how the vibes are gonna be on girls trips, but I think it's gonna be really good. I already really like them, so I don't know. I have a lot of errands that I need to run tonight because I'm leaving really early in the morning. We're going to Charleston, South Carolina, and I'm about 3.5 hours away from Charleston. I have so many errands to run tonight, so I'm thinking my game plan is I want to have at least one of the bookcases kind of built, if not both of them, so that tomorrow I can possibly organize my books before I leave. That might be a lofty goal, but I really think that I could build at least one tonight with my husband's help. So we'll see how that goes. I may eat my words and I may not actually have them up until way after I get back from Charleston, but that is the plan tonight. I have so many errands to run, so I don't actually know what I'm thinking. I want to build these bookcases so bad that I'm thinking it might be like a manic project I do at like midnight, so we'll see. I'll circle back around with you guys once I'm back from all of my errands. I'm also going to my friend's house tonight to watch tonight's episode of Summer I Turned Pretty. A lot's going on right now. We'll see if I get to it tonight. Thank you. But what is that? What is that? It's so heavy. Okay, I'm gonna be really upset because we've had this whole setup since we like moved into our house 2 years ago. This originally started as a joke and it's just stuck. I'll give you my vision. I'm planning on putting bookcase here, probably taking all of this art down and just having art right here and right here. First up, we're gonna build the bookcases. Thanks. First up, we're gonna build the bookcases and then we'll get started on book organizing. I'll show you where my library's at right now. So this is the bookcase that you guys have seen. Obviously, we have definitely outgrown it, but also my husband has a DVD collection and it's in like so many more places. Like we have some in here, we have some like all over. Also, this is kind of like dripping down because I have so many heavy books on here, and they're just kind of like definitely great bookcases for like the books I had originally because I didn't have that many, but now it's just like so much and it's so heavy. I also have this entire pile right here, this pile right here. Overall, it's really just like very cluttered. We took them down for some reason and now they're all disorganized, so I'm gonna be so happy to finally get them like properly organized in a really cute aesthetic bookshelf. Okay, I decided to go ahead I did measure it, so I think I'll be fine. Yeah, I think this will be good. Okay, so the Billy's actually pretty large. This was so much bigger than I was expecting. Ignore all the pictures because we are gonna like rearrange, take things down. But basically we've started and gone ahead and built the like first bookcase, which I'm thinking this is gonna be a lot easier whenever we're on the second one because now we at least like know what we're doing. We have these, I think these are, okay, so we have four. We have 4 more bookcases that we're putting in, and total we'll have 5. This is kind of just like to structure it, so we just have the middle one in there so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to figure out how I'm gonna add these in, but again, I think this is gonna be so much easier once I have this one done. I also think that this bookcase is gonna mostly be for ones that are not my favorites of all time, just because this is gonna be where I'm filming and these are gonna be the books that people see more. I love all my books. Okay, we are now in my current library. I really don't know how I'm going to even attempt to do this. We only have like one bookcase up right now. I'm trying to go ahead and kind of organize these because we're probably going to have the second one done eventually. So I at least want to organize and put them in different categories. Right now, my bookshelf has been a mess, but I haven't bothered to like organize them in a while because I was just waiting till I got my bookshelf. I'm gonna try to kind of like section them off by genre. This is gonna be difficult because I also think I'm gonna separate I have a lot of fantasy, so I think I'm gonna separate like epic fantasy, romantasy, and then also like separating romance, like historic romance, contemporary romance. I actually don't know how I'm gonna do this. Maybe at first I'm gonna separate them into general genres and then we'll see where it goes from there. I just have a couple stacks right now. So I have my religious books that I guess I'll put in this stack. I really just want to have all of like I have a lot of like classics and theology books, philosophy books, like things like that I don't necessarily want. I don't know, I don't want them as like the focal point of my videos because I don't want people to look at my bookshelf. You can tell a lot from someone's bookshelf, so I don't want people to look at it and be like, oh, so she like studies. I don't know. A lot of these are gonna be hard. I don't even know what Bunny is. I think Bunny is, I actually got loaned this. I think this is just fiction, women's fiction. Small things like these. Caleb? Oh, hey! Do you want small things like these in the main bookcase or?
Okay.
Okay, I'll just put it in there. So I guess this is fiction?
Yeah.
Okay. But you probably want these.
No, I really don't. I don't care about. The only books I care about are already up there.
Okay.
Everything else can go.
Okay.
I mean, you can leave it to the side, but I really don't get like. If you want to put it in there, be my guest.
I'm just gonna leave it here because these are your movie journals, so like.
Yeah, no.
It's like.
If you want whatever you don't, I'll just give it to me.
Okay. Biographies, I guess. This is gonna be so freaking hard to separate. Oh my god. Okay. The Hobbit, fantasy, epic fantasy. Another copy of The Hobbit, fantasy. King Lear, literature, or like academic, I feel like. A Little Life, fiction. A Little Life, drama. Okay, House Across the Lake, thriller, Invisible Man, literature, H.P. Lovecraft, literature, Dracula, literature. Oh, okay. The lighting is weird, but I don't care because I feel like there's no way that I can like turn this to where it's gonna work. Lord of the Rings, fantasy. And then I'm gonna do a separate section for classics because I have these really pretty cloth bound classics that were, I think they still have them at Barnes & Noble, but they definitely had them a couple years ago, more so. This is like their only classics collection. So I have Jane Eyre, I will put in that stack. This huge ass English lit anthology. It's so big. I'm gonna have to put, I think I'm gonna put my more academic books on the bottom of the bookcase because I just am so worried with all these like fat, they're like basically textbooks. Benjamin Franklin autobiography. Academic fiction. This is actually really cool. So this is a beautiful work in progress and it's a memoir from my Spanish high school teacher. She wrote this and she is a plus size, like basically marathon runner. She ran like all throughout the time that I knew her. So this is Myrna Valerio. She's really cool. And if she ever sees this, which I doubt she would, just know that I support you 100% still. 9 things you simply must do to succeed in life. Love. Ugh, stupid self-help. But I will have to have a self-help section because I do have a lot of self-help books. Another huge ass American lit anthology. I think the other one was just English lit and this one is American lit. But again, gotta go on the bottom shelf because they are so thick and I'm worried about them. Some of these I'm gonna have to, okay, this is a financial book. Oh, this is cool. Some of these are Caleb's like cool little books. Okay, this one is a Christian book. This is educational. The Road Back to You. Oh my gosh, this is such a throwback. So if you guys know the Enneagram, I was so into the Enneagram, and this is like the main Enneagram book. And I was obsessed with this. I don't know what I put this, maybe self-help. 5 love languages, self-help, his needs, her needs. This is a marriage book. So many different varieties of books right now. Ooh, okay. This is a horrid copy of C.S. Lewis. Like, there's like 5 of his books in here. This is a super, super old copy, and the front is literally falling off. Oh, I love this book so much. Letters to the Church by Francis Chan. And then Literature, a Portable Anthology, Education. I didn't realize I still had so many of these books. Little Women. I have a lot of copies of Little Women, so classic. In the Heart of the Sea is literature. Oh, this is a book that my grandpa got for me. The Mingling of Souls. This is a... Okay, these are both... They're religious, but they're also self-help. So I'm gonna put them in Christian. Honestly, I'm already finding a lot of things that I would probably unhaul, because this one is called Uninvited, and it's a Christian book from like literally so long ago, and I feel like if I read this would be my face the whole time. So I don't really want to keep this, but I will. Same thing. If you guys grew up Christian, you know Francine Rivers, but I will keep it still because I have too much else going on to get rid of it. Okay, and then I have this like absolutely ginormous Bible. And I also really don't want to, I mean, this actually is pretty cool though, because I think this is kind of old. Yeah, this is from the 70s. I think this is my mom's old like family Bible. This is from the year that she was born. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move on. I love how the Bible is just like right in your face. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move a lot of these over, because otherwise I'm gonna get stressed out and I'm gonna get overstimulated. So let's take these into there. The leftovers are right here, and then once the bookshelf is made, then we're gonna move these bad boys over there. This is mostly like fantasy, romancy, some lit fic, and then like dark academia is the majority of what's left here. And then left here is just these 2 rows. The rest of these are Caleb already moved in basically. Again, romance, fantasy, romance, YA, and that's pretty much all we have. So I'm hoping that it'll all fit, but I'm thinking that it will, because I barely filled up the last bookshelf. So fingers crossed, I'm gonna have a lot of room.
There's chapter 1?
Chapter 7. There are more chapters before.
Okay.
We'll put this up again.
Wasn't there another one? Never mind, I got it.
Okay.
You want to sweep it? Alright, whatever.
Probably.
Okay. They also did give us brackets that we could screw them to the wall so that we don't die. What's your call? Here.
Guys, we've had these sticky notes, like, from this face, because it was a joke, and we've had these on here since we moved in, and we just never changed it. These have probably been on for like 2 years, 2 years and a month. Can you get that? Okay. Good morning, girlies. Today is the first day back at work since Charleston. I am having a hard time focusing on anything, so I'm gonna take a little break and fill out my bookcases. I feel like I was gone for like a week, genuinely, because my last day of work was Wednesday, and now we also had Labor Day yesterday, and I got back on Sunday, so I feel like I had like a whole vacation plus a weekend. I'm feeling rested, but I'm also feeling like I'm not gonna be good at work today, so I might need to take several breaks. On all the breaks, of course, we're gonna put some books up. I'm hoping to have all of them like up there by today, but I'm really hoping that we can get this tackled. Honestly, I have a lot done on this one. I feel like I decided, I think I kind of explained this, but this is all religious self-help. I ended up putting my thrillers, since there's so few of them, they honestly don't need their own shelf. Harry Potter and basically all the books from my like childhood that were pivotal for me go on this section. So it's like Harry Potter, Twilight, Maze Runner, and then Reached from Match Cross Reach. I don't know why that's the only one that I have. Classics. I'm probably gonna move these to the other shelf. It's like my fantasy, and then bottom is academic plus like my childhood books. I kind of started, like very barely started working on this because I'm gonna show you guys. I'm just gonna like kind of do a montage of me filling these in. But I have like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my spooky books. I have a couple spooky books. And so I just put those up there. I put Hunger Games right there because they are childhood books, but they deserve to be on the presented shelf. I have the beginnings of my fantasy shelf, but that's probably going to be a lot of this, honestly. And then I have Litfic right there, but I'm probably going to move Litfic down because fantasy is probably going to be at least 3 shelves. Good morning, guys. It's a couple days later, and I wanted to show you kind of like the full scope of what I did. I've changed it around a couple times since I like finalized everything. I feel like I'm talking about this like it's literally a library, and it's that serious. To me it is. Okay, I'm still probably gonna change them around a couple times, but this is like my best work that I can do right now. I initially was thinking that I was gonna get these bookcases and I was gonna have so much more space. I just thought that I was. I thought that this was gonna give me at least like 2 shelves to work with. But no, I have literally a singular section that's free. And it's not even the whole shelf. It's literally just like that much space. And then I have a little tiny bit up there. But other than that, she's completely full from top to bottom. So I'm thinking that what I'm gonna do is I have my office in here, our guest room, and I'm thinking that what I'm gonna do, I really wanted to take down this wallpaper and then paint it green like the rest of the room. So what I'm probably gonna end up doing is putting my bookcases in here. But for right now, we're working with these cases, okay? So starting up here at the top, I have basically my like kind of like lit fix, but more like kind of magical realism lit fix, just like some of my favorite lit fix. I don't know, I feel like I have a hard time determining whether something's lit fic or fiction, which I'll show you the section for in a second. I have a hard time figuring out what's what. Actually, I need to put this up there too. I really don't know what this is. I mean, I'm just gonna put it up here because this is kind of like my spooky books. Okay, so I have Donna Tartt, I have Babel, I just have like a lot of dark academia up here, so that's where they're gonna live. Then starts my fantasy. The first part of my fantasy section is just like regular fantasy or YA. We have Brandon Sanderson, we have Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, and then kind of getting into like YA, Red Queen, Dance of Thieves, whatever. And then I was gonna put Hunger Games over in this section, which you'll see in a second, which is more of like the books that shaped me as a teen. But these have to go on this shelf because basically, to give you context, this shelf is gonna be the one that is showing more in my videos. So I wanted this one to reflect me a little bit more. So these just have to live here. Same thing with Narnia. I love Narnia. I'm such a Narnia girl. Okay, next shelf down is Sarah J. Maas. Throne of Glass is my literal child. Again, this is probably gonna be where I'm filming, so I wanted this to be more over here because, you know, ACOTAR's great. Not my favorite at this point. Honestly, Crescent City, I had also a good time with, I don't know. Throne of Glass is just like everything to me. And then these will just go over here because I have to put them all together. Down here is kind of just like your standard romantasy. Like all of my romantasy books are gonna live like right here, and kind of like some of them down here. Fourth Wing, Serpent, the Wings of Night, To One Dark Window, all those. They're kind of living right here. Some of them I've read, some of them I haven't read. Actually, if I was gonna do anything, I'd put Legends and Lattes up in my regular fantasy section, but we're not gonna mess with that right now. Then down here I have like romance that, actually, what is this doing here? I Who Have Never Known Man does not belong right there. Actually, I'm gonna film a video with this. I'm gonna leave this right here. Song of Achilles. They mean everything to me, so I'm not gonna put them in my regular romance section. Nothing against my regular romance section. It's just like, these are my children, so they're gonna live here. Zodiac Academy, once I get the full series, is gonna go right here. I'm reading a lot of them on my Kindle, so I need books 3 and 4. I have book 6, so I don't know. I feel like they're gonna fill out this space, and then the rest of the romantasy I get will also live here. I have For the Throne, which is second book in duology, so they will all live right here. Down here, part of it, actually, this is really tragic. I need to pull Cruel Prince and Once Upon a Broken Heart and put it up here because these don't belong in that category. But the ones over here are romantasy books that I'm not a fan of. Like, that sounds really harsh, but just like books that I have that I don't really like that much. From Blood and Ash, if you guys know, you know, this put me in like the biggest reading slump of my entire life. Like, I was reading it for like a whole year and I couldn't pick it up. It was so repetitive, whatever. I won't talk about it, but yeah. And then Phantasma, so sorry to my friend JC, but don't love Phantasma. Hooked, Fine Print, Powerless. Sorry to my Powerless girlies. And then in the middle is books I haven't read yet. I don't know. This is like a little bit messed up. I'll have to fix that actually. So now we have this bookcase over here. Starting off at the top, we have anything religious or self-help. This section up here are gonna be like my general fiction, thriller, dystopian, which I guess I'll put I Have Never Known Man up here maybe. And then I have Emily Henry. I don't really know why I did it that way. If anything, I'd probably switch. No, I don't know. I might have to like pull Emily Henry down because all the rest of my romances are down here. I don't really know why I did it that way. Whatever, we'll figure it out. I have Harry Potter. This entire section is just like books that shaped me whenever I was a teen. So we have Harry Potter, Twilight, Maze Runner, and Match Cross Reach. I don't know where the other 2 books in that series are, but it deserves its own section. Like, this is what got me into reading, so they deserve to be featured pretty well. Classics right here. I actually have a lot of classics. I didn't realize I had as many until I started organizing them. I have actually like 5 copies of Great Expectations. It's really, I don't know why I have that many. Okay, then this is all of my romance. Not much to be said, just kind of breaking it up by author. I have a couple from Christina Lauren, a couple from Jessica Joyce, Carly Fortune, Ashley Poston. I have my cowboy romance all right there. Hazelwood. Yeah, just one shelf. And then the bottom are my academic books, and I have a lot of anthologies. I don't know why. I think just from all my English classes, but yeah, if I ever want to read Shakespeare, I definitely have some resources. And then I just put any extra down here. I have some like children's books because we've been collecting children's books a little bit just for when we have kids someday. We just like, whenever we thrift, we're like, oh my gosh, that's cute, and we keep it. So those live down there. Okay, thank you guys for journeying with me. I am definitely gonna start vlogging more. I think that being with my friends in Charleston really helped me. I don't know, vlogging kind of freaks me out sometimes. I feel like I'm gonna forget to film clips. So I hope you guys liked this video. You will be seeing this setup more. Say goodbye to it for now. We're gonna come back, and this is gonna be my new filming spot. So I'm so excited. I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.